Hello, this is OpenRose, a free requirements management application. You can find it at github.com/openrose. Today we are going to talk about moving item types. Let me go into the project list and open the first project. This is a sample project that I have created based on a document published by Barclays Bank regarding tariff for personal customers. Here is the link to that document. I have tried converting part of that document into the structure in this project where we have around 5 item types. Let me talk about our tariff item type. When I expand that, then we can see requirements or items sitting under that item type. Looking at the first requirement, we can see it has got name, status, priority, severity, description, which is the standard properties. Along with that, we have one traceability, which is a child trace over to eligibility for Premier Banking. When I click on open, it is a requirement sitting at this location under a separate item type called as account eligibility and fees. So there is a link to this item, which is nothing but a parent link, again going back to the same original item that we started looking at. Okay, so what I want to do is to show an example of moving this particular item type, this entire set, including all child requirements, over to a completely separate project. To do so, let me first go into the project list and create a new project. I'm going to call it as dummy, status as new, and dummy. So new project is now created along with parking lot item type, which is nothing but the system item type. We only have one item type here. Let me just refresh it one more time, which is nothing but parking lot. So going back into Barclays project, now I'm going to move about our tariff and all its children's by copying the ID of the item type about our tariff and then opening item type under, which is nothing but moving item types under. It opens up in a new tab because I did a control click on this option here, and I'm going to pass in the source ID. Because the target has to be the project, we do allow to choose one of the project that is available in your repository. So let's say I'm going to move it to dummy project. Now I can decide in that project, should it be go at the bottom of the child item types list or at the top of the child item type list. We know there is one item type called as parking lot already there, and I will push our about our tariff over the top location within that project, which means that the parking lot will be the last one and about our tariff should be the top one. Let me do that move. It's successfully completed. Let's refresh Barclays project first to verify that item type is gone from this location. Let's jump back over to dummy project and we can see about our tariff has been moved to that location and parking lot is at the bottom because we moved about our tariff at the top location. Let's move it back to its original location. So I'm just going to select that item type and then select the project Barclays tariff and at the top location, and it should be moved back to that location. Now the second option we have is to move item type within the project. Let me close the screen, go back to that project, which is Barclays tariff for personal customers. When I open this up in the tree view and when I look at the item type, at the time when I was recording this demo, we didn't have the option to move item type up and down within the project at that level, which is level 2, as we can see here. To do that, we have to go over to details view, and in the details view we have these buttons to move item type up and down. So let me move about our tariff further down at the bottom below parking lot. And then when I refresh my tree view, I should see, sorry, let me just refresh it one more time and expand only level 1. And we can see about our tariff has gone at the bottom, even below parking lot. So you can move data up and down without any issue there. The other thing I wanted to demonstrate was to move between specific item types. To do that, let me go to dummy project. In the details view, I'm going to create the new item type. This is going to be item type test 1. Just going to use the same as the description. That's the new item type which is now being created. So what I want to do is move an item type in between parking lot and item type test 1. To do so, I will again go back to our original project, which is Barclays. And let me show you that one of the item in the about our tariff has a link. We saw that link already, which is eligibility for Premier Banking. And this particular link is available at this location in Barclays. So when we move the about our tariff, let me select that and let's move in between. So passing the source item ID, select the target item ID, which I will have to pass in here. And that's nothing but in the dummy project, I will select parking lot, which is the first item in the set of 2 items. So I'll select that ID and pass that information. It is a system item type as highlighted here, but we can see that the parking lot ID, when we pass that information, it automatically selected the second item ID, and it means that we are trying to now push about our tariff in between parking lot and items type test 1. When I do that, move and refresh my screen in the dummy view, we can see it's now been moved over here. Now you may remember that we have a trace from this particular location, which is a requirement which we had in Barclays project, and that trace is still there. It should be kept as it is, which means I should be able to still jump from dummy project to Barclays project to see that particular trace information. Trace data is not lost when you move item type from one project to another project, and that link is still there. So be aware of that particular capability or feature. So we can move item types up and down within the project, or we can move it across different projects. When we move it across different projects, we decide should it go at the top or the bottom level using the item type under move. And if we are moving using item type between option, then we have to decide which 2 item type should we use as our target to move the source item type in between. With that, I would like to conclude this video, and thanks a lot for your time. Have a great day.